internet. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney. If you're new here, I am a content creator who provides content creator tips for new and beginning content creators, UGC creators, and I also do a little bit of productivity tips in the mix. Today I'm going to be talking about how to find a niche as a new creator, because I feel like that is something that is very important when starting out your content creator journey, and it can definitely lead you into what type of content that you want to do, and how you want to plan your content and all that good stuff. But before we go ahead and get started, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content like this, and also hit your push notification bell so you know exactly when I'm posting. Okay, so first things first is understanding why finding a niche is so important when it comes to being a content creator. So your niche is going to be like your unique corner of the internet. Like, what's special about you that you can share with others who will want to, follow you, subscribe to you, all that. And in a way, it kind of like sets you apart from the crowd. We all could do the same things, but we're all different people, so it can come across differently from, however your content is. And in turn, that'll help you understand and find your target audience as well, because you know exactly what you're going to be aiming to do when it comes to your content creation journey, and what types of content you're going to be posting, so you can kind of figure out from just selecting your niche how you want your content journey, how you want to plan out your content journey, if that makes sense. And the biggest thing that I think you should keep in mind when it comes to finding a niche is to figure out your passions and your interests, and kind of narrow those down into things that you can make content for, which I know you can make content for pretty much anything, but make sure whatever you choose, you definitely have a passion and a strong interest in, because you're going to be making content on that topic or those topics. So you want to make sure that you absolutely love what you're doing. So just take some time to kind of figure out, what your hobbies are, your interests are, things you have like an expertise in, like what kind of topics do you kind of find yourself gravitating to naturally. Like, focus on things like that to figure out your niche, and I promise you it'll help you plan out your content, because you know exactly what you're doing. And if you do find something that completely resonates with you, and you definitely have a passion and or interest for, it will definitely help your content feel more authentic and relatable, because you're actually doing something that you love. I'm going to stress that. I'm probably going to say that 200 more times in this video, but make sure whatever you choose you actually have a love and passion for, because it won't feel like you're having to put in so much effort to create the content. I mentioned this a little earlier on in this video, but with finding your niche also comes with finding your target audience and who exactly you're going to be speaking to when it comes to your content creation. Me, I chose a route of content creator tips and tricks for new and beginning UGC creators, content creators, and a little bit of productivity tips. Y'all know I start my videos with this. But anyways, I do that because I was a beginner content creator and UGC creator before and didn't have a lot of productivity tips. And now that I've kind of been in here for almost 2 years now, I kind of, I've been through the beginning phases. So I'm here to provide the tips and tricks that I didn't know of when I first started and had to learn along the way on my journey. So that is something that I can talk about because I went through it. So make sure you find something that is relatable and something that you can kind of talk about and, make content on whenever you're posting on whatever platforms that you're posting on. Whether you're doing like a long form videos on YouTube, or doing shorts, reels, TikToks, all that good stuff. Just make sure it's something that is definitely relatable and something that you can relate to as well, because like I mentioned earlier, also it will feel more authentic and more real. So just keep that in mind. And I know I mentioned this before on my channel as well, but when it comes to finding your target audience, I want you to go ahead and kind of figure out what kind of pain points your audience may have that you can, answer or reflect or give more information on. Try to figure out your target audiences, demographics, their hobbies, what they may be looking up on the internet, what they may have questions for, and kind of tie all that into your content. So whenever you're talking to the camera, you're filming content or whatever, you're talking directly to your target audience. You're telling them what you think they will want to hear based on the type of content that you're making. So for me, I'm telling you guys how to find a niche, because I didn't know what in the world that was when I first got started in my journey. So I'm telling you guys so now, so you don't have to end up like me and kind of, just make your way through your journey and not really knowing what you're doing. So if you are into skincare, if you're into hair care and you have a certain type of skin or hair, hey, if you have this type of skin, I would recommend this product, because I had this, and then when I started using this product, this and that happened, and I am just amazed. Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing. If you have locks, if you have straight hair, curly hair, like what works best for you, you can share for other people that may have the same things. So if that makes sense, that's pretty much what you're doing when creating your content and how you're wanting your content to come across to other people. Okay, so now let's just discuss briefly the part when you have to like kind of analyze the trends that are going on. This is something that I still have to remind myself to do, but it is important to keep an eye out on current trends that you can maybe throw into your content that is trendy, so it'll definitely get a lot of reach. If it has something like, for me, and providing tips for content creators, if a new content creator tool comes out, like, I need to know that. So there's something that, if a new skincare product that hits the market that you want to try, new hair care product, new whatever that has a relation in some way, shape, or form to your niche, you're going to want to go ahead and get on that, because that is something new that you can put out to your audience if they aren't already aware of it. So it's definitely good to kind of keep up with, what's going on within your niche. That's like industry development, new topics, new products, new services, all that good stuff, and kind of, bring it forth to your audience before they kind of get a chance to know about it. So it's like they're like a one-stop shop to knowing exactly what, to do, or all the, what's to know within your niche, if that makes sense. Another big thing when it comes to finding your niche and, reaching your target audience is to kind of not constantly, but constantly experimenting and, trying new things when it comes to your content. Content creation is called like a content creator journey for a reason. We all change as people. We all evolve as people. What, we love to talk about when we were 16 is not something that we want to talk about when we're 20 something or in our 30s. So we're constantly changing, and you're always going to have to try new things and, figure out what works, take out what doesn't. If you want to, completely switch your niche, like you used to talk about, like, hygiene tips and skincare, and you're like kind of not want to do that no more, and you want to focus on more like other things, it really depends. Like, you definitely, as a person, it can do that by all means. If you need to change, but that's the whole game. It's not set in stone. Like, once you pick a niche, you have to do that niche forever. That is not the case. It's a journey. So you're definitely going to be moving through, your life at your own pace, and whatever changes within your life, just make those changes in your content. But also, you can also experiment with like different content styles, different, forms of content, different topics, just anything that resonates with you and can resonate with other people. Just do you. Just do you, boo. Just do you. But also with that, just pay attention. And I think I mentioned this before. Just pay attention to your analytics whenever you're switching up your content, because it's likely you're going to see some type of dip just because you're not talking about the content that you normally talk about. But if you kind of make a statement or go out of your way to let your audience know, like, hey, this is what's happening, you're going to start seeing this type of content, then if your audience is, your right audience, and you'll know if you're your right audience or not, they'll be able to kind of pick up with you and be like, oh, okay, we're doing this now. Last thing before I move on from this topic, it is okay to switch around your niche. Once you have a niche and you feel like you're growing, you're seeing a lot of reach, getting a lot of engagement within your content just on this specific niche, you are free to still do whatever other niche that you're wanting to do. because nobody is punishing you. Nobody is saying stay in this niche because it's working. If it's not working for you anymore, feel free to move on. You're going to grow as a creator, and you can grow with your audience. You guys can, everybody changes. So just don't let, like, oh my gosh, I finally found my perfect niche, and like 5 years later you're like forcing yourself in front of the camera to talk about that. Don't do that. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to do different things as a content creator. And last but not least, we have to talk about embracing your unique voice when it comes to content creation in general. Your niche isn't just about the topics that you cover, it's about how you approach them, how you deliver them, how you want to, be viewed when your content is being shown to other people. Meaning, pretty much, don't be afraid to show your full personality, your full perspective. Other people may not see things the way you see them, but there will be some people who, get how you're, they'll be able to understand your perspective on things, and you may be able to shed light to other people who may not understand a certain topic that you're speaking on, and you're able to widen the perspectives of others who are watching your content. Your voice is unique, and I'm pretty sure I put this in a quote somewhere on my Instagram or something, but yeah, your voice is unique. Okay, everybody can be talking about these same exact things in every different niche, but it's the way you go about it, the way nobody can do it like you type thing. Like, bring your personality, bring your perspective. Be honest with yourself. Make sure when you are sitting down in front of the camera, you're actually, truthful. You're not, pretending, you're not faking, because you definitely can see that in content. And when you're just spitting, what that is going to come off like you want it to come off, if that makes sense. So just don't be afraid to put everything in your content. Be who you are. Be authentic. Show your personality. Provide your perspective no matter what, because somebody is going to understand, And if no one does, it just wasn't meant to be, understood, but it's still you, and whatever you is, bring that out and showcase that in your content creation. And that's all I have for today's video. If you don't take anything from this video, take that your niche is kind of like your secret sauce when it comes to your content creator journey. It's definitely what's going to make you stand out and what's going to help you reach your target audience. And also, do not forget to completely put your personality, be your true authentic self in your content, and just be yourself. That's if you don't take anything away from this video, just when you're sitting down in front of the camera talking about whatever you want to talk about, whatever niche that you decide to go with, just be yourself. Okay, no one is going to do it like you do, so do it like you do. Okay, that being said, if you found this video helpful, do subscribe to this channel for more content. Leave me a like and comment down below your favorite part of this video, or if there's any part of this video that you didn't already know about. And that all being said, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.